Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, my name is Grace and I share sewing tutorials and DIYs on this YouTube channel. In this tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful dress that you can see on the screen. And this tutorial is very simple and straightforward, so I urge you to watch till the end of this tutorial. And don't also forget to like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And with no further ado, let's get into the video and start learning. For this dress, I'll be making use of these two type of crepe. So I have a plain crepe here and also a flowery crepe material, and I have them both in one trouser each. So if you're on a bigger size than me, you might need more than that. I also have a basic pattern for a short gown drawn out already, so I'll just be labeling my lines so as to make it clearer for you to see. So this line here is the chest line, this is the bust point, this is the waistline, this is the hip, and of course this is like the full length of the gown. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing on this pattern is that I'll be folding this dart area in, because I don't want that to show on my main dress. So I will just eliminate it by folding it like this on my pattern paper, and I will use my tape to hold it down. So if you want your own dart to show on the dress, you can ignore that process. Then from this hip line, I'll come down by 5 inches and I'll mark that. Then I'll draw a straight line across, and I'm going to use my scissors to just cut that part out. So this is the new length we are going to be working with. Now from the middle on this new line, this last line here, I'll measure 5 inches in, and I'll curve from the hip line like this to meet that 5 inches. So you can use your free hand, and you can also use your curved ruler if you have it. I used my curved ruler here, but I still went ahead to just adjust that curve because I wanted it to come in a little bit at that upper part. Then from that 5 inches point, I will come out by 1 inch again. Then I will connect from the other side of the hip to meet that 1 inch like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out now. So this is what is going to give the dress that U shape at the front and also at the side. Now it's time to place the pattern on the fabric and cut it out. So I'm cutting the front part of the dress first, and the fabric is folded into two, and on the side I added 1 inch for sewing allowance. Then I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So on this shaped part, I'm just adding half an inch around it, and I'll cut out the side. I don't need to add any to the armhole and the neck area. Then on the shoulder, I added half an inch as well. Then I will remove the pattern paper like this and work on it for the back. So the first thing I will do is to eliminate the zipper bulge at the back. On the waistline, I came in by 0.5 inch. Then I will connect that to the chest line and also connect it down to the hip line like this. So I'm going to be cutting that area out. So when I'm done, I'm going to apply another method to make sure that I eliminate the zipper bulge completely. So on this waistline, I will come out by half an inch on both sides of the straight line like this. I learned this method recently from Gemma Wear's YouTube channel. Shout out to her. So I'm going to connect that as a dart to meet each other like this, and then I'll fold it in. So this is going to completely eliminate any form of zipper bulge that I want to appear. I'm also using my sellotape to just tape it up like that. Then when I want to cut this on the fabric, I'm going to be adding what I have in between that darts that I take in now at this down part. I hope you understand. I'm going to explain better when I'm cutting the fabric. So for the back neckline, I want it to be lower, so I just came up from the chest line by 1 inch and I connected that back to the neckline, in order to make sure that the neckline of the back is deep as I want it. So you can work with any type of neckline that you want if you don't want this neckline. So I'll place this now on my pattern paper, and on that side that is the middle, I will add my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. So I will replace that 1 inch of the dart at that downside. Then the other part will be half an inch. I hope you see how I just blended that in. Then on this side, I will add 1 inch for sewing allowance, just like the way we did in front. Then I will go ahead to cut this out. So this is the front pattern, and I've gone ahead to cut out a facing for it so that I will use it to turn the neckline, and I'll place it right sides facing each other like this, and then I'll head ahead to the sewing machine as so with half an inch. I also cut out facing for both the back sides too. And after doing that, and I pressed it a little bit with my iron, this is what I have. And on the back, on the side of the zip, I ironed gum stay to it, the softest one, so that when I want to add my zipper to this back, it's not going to be dragging unnecessarily. So that's gum stay is just to strengthen it. So this is the zipper that I'm going to be adding, and for me to add it, I will just come up a little bit from the bottom of the dress like this and come in by 1.5 inches, which is the zipper allowance we took earlier, and I will sew that place down and fix the zipper on the remaining area. So after fixing my zipper, this is what I have. I'll go ahead and cut out the excesses here, and then it's time to join the both front and back together. So placing them right sides facing each other like this, I'll go ahead and open up both the facing and the main fabric. So I'll place them in such a way that the facing will be facing each other and the main fabric to each other. Then once I'm sure that they align at the middle like this, I'll go ahead and sew with half an inch. So I'll do the same to the other part of the shoulder too. Make sure that they align at the middle, facing each other, and the main fabric facing each other, and then you sew. So this is what I have when I was done. And then I'm just going to turn this over to the wrong side like this, right sides facing each other. Then I will go ahead to sew with my measurements at the side. So I'm just arranging this in order to go ahead and sew with my side measurement. So when I turn it to the right side, after doing that, this is what I have. And now it's time to introduce the other fabric and join it. So I'll be measuring what I have all around this my cuffs and circle, and when I measured that both front and back, I had 62 inches. So the length of this flowery fabric that I'm using is 13 inches. You can make yours longer if you want. And the wideness, which is going to be the length of what I'm going to be using for the gathers, is 2 times what I have when I measured all around my dress. So I went ahead to gather this straight fabric. You can use the loose stitch on your sewing machine, or you use your needle and thread. So when I was done gathering it, I'll now place it right sides facing each other from the middle of the back of my dress like this. So I'm pinning it down the way I'm going to sew it, and I'm going to sew it all the way around, making sure I gather as I sew. So when I was done, this is what I have. So when you are sewing all those curvy side, you have to be very careful and meticulous. So the remaining parts that is opened like this, I'm just going to place them together right sides facing each other like this, and I'll go ahead to the sewing machine and stitch it down and close up that place. So to cut the sleeve of this dress, I folded my remaining fabric into 4 like this. Then I'll measure what I have around the armhole. So I had 8 inches. So I'll go ahead and create an armhole curve for the sleeve like this, and I'll make sure it measures at least 9 inches. I'll mark that place, and then I'll measure how long I want the sleeve to be. I'll mark that and draw a straight line across. Then from that 9 inches, I will connect it widely to that part, because I want to use elastic band for this, so I can't avoid it to be snatched at the down parts of the sleeve. I hope you understand. So if you want a normal sleeve, you just have to like draw out a normal sleeve, but this one is wide at the down parts because I want to use elastic band at the end of the day. So I'll just go ahead and notch the midpoint of my sleeve like this. Then I'll open it up and fold it like this once with half an inch, and fold it the second time. Then I'll head ahead to the sewing machine and stitch it down. So when I'm stitching it, I'll make sure that there is space to run my elastic band. So that is what I'm doing now. After I've stitched it down, I'll pass my elastic band through it all the way to the other end like this, and I also do the same thing for this other sleeve. So when I was done, this is what I have. Then I'll turn the sleeve like this, right sides facing each other, and measure around the sleeve cap area to make sure that I have my 8 inches, and I'll mark that 8 inches point. Remember, what we have at the armhole of the dress is 8 inches. Then I'll sew to meet the other edge like this. I'll also do the same thing on this side and sew to meet the other edge. Then when I turn it to the right side, this is what I have, and I'll go ahead and fix the sleeve to the dress. So to fix the sleeve to the dress, just have to place the armhole joining of the sleeve and that of the dress together like this, right sides facing each other. Then I'll pin it and also pin the other part of the sleeve all the way around the sleeve opening of the dress like this. So when it's not easy to pin on that side again, I'll turn it in like this and continue to pin. Then I'll go ahead and sew with 1/2 inch all the way around, and I'll also do the same thing for the other side of the sleeve. So after I was done, this is what the dress looks like. So I believe that you found this tutorial helpful so far. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't also forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop helpful tutorials like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching. Bye till I see you in my next tutorial.